In The Princess Bride, there aren't too many characters. However, for some, their relation to the story and the protagonist's goal changes halfway through the story. Let's begin with the simple part. First of all, Wesley is the main protagonist of the story, the hero. Even if at one point he is disguised as another character, the Dread Pirate Roberts, and at that time seems like an ambiguous person, he is very clearly presented as the hero. He's extremely athletic, has bright blue eyes, beautiful blonde hair, is the wittiest, the best with a sword, and is madly in love with Princess Buttercup. She is certainly stunning, as anyone would expect, and sure enough falls directly into the damsel in distress stereotype. She doesn't help anyone in any way throughout the whole story, and is only there to get saved and rescued. And Wesley's sole purpose is to save and marry her. A typical boy likes girl, boy saves girl relation between the two characters. Now let's move on to the antagonists. The main antagonist is Prince and soon-to-be King Humperdinck. He's a great tracker and hunter. However, he's completely full of himself, cowardly, and narcissistic, even by the standards of a king. He is about to marry Princess Buttercup, but obviously Wesley comes and saves the day. His right hand, Count Rugen, is less cowardly than the latter, but is nonetheless afraid of a duel even if he possesses great skills with a sword and a knife. Fun fact about Count Rugen, he has 6 fingers on his right hand. Anyway, let's move on. Vizzini is another character that gets in Wesley's way. He's a criminal with big words and a minuscule stature. He's the one forcing Physique and Inigo, the 2 other characters, to do his bidding. Among his many flaws, he is still witty and a good strategist. Unfortunately, he was no match for Wesley, as he is the hero of the story. Finally, we move on to Physique and Inigo. In the first part of the movie, as I said, they work for Vizzini and were trying to stop and kill Wesley. However, they quickly turn to help the main protagonist in his quest right after they are free from their old employer's grasp. And so, they become key components to the rescue of Buttercup. Physique, oddly enough, has an imposing physique. Being a true giant and immensely strong, he towers over everyone in strength and power. But as he fits into a very clear stereotype, just like Wesley and Buttercup, Physique is not the smartest. His trusted friend, Inigo, is a completely other story. Literally. All he's in for is revenge. Nothing else. He's the only character that's a match for Wesley in a sword fight. He better be, because he pursued the study of fencing for over 20 years after his father's death. The movie did a great job to properly portray the characters as they were in the book. The physical and psychological descriptions are respected, as well as their goals and values. Power and fame for Humperdinck and Vizzini, true love for Wesley and Buttercup, revenge for Inigo, and so on. Unfortunately, there isn't that much character development. All we know is that Wesley was a pirate for 5 years after he left Buttercup at the farm, and that Count Rugen killed Inigo's father 20 years prior to the story. As for the other important characters, Physique, Vizzini, and Humperdinck, we have absolutely no information on their backstory whatsoever. So it seems that even though the movie is quite entertaining, most of the characters, if not all, are rather flat. But it doesn't take away from the fact that it's an amazing movie, a very entertaining one, and that has great reviews. IMDb rated 8.1 out of 10, and Rotten Tomatoes 97%. For a film made in '87, can't really get any better than that.